or get it dry. Compton in a box full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Drop Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it dry. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box, won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box is here, have no fear. Pick whatever level you need in fresh gear. The basic box is $69.99. Get $132 worth of gear to shine. The custom box is $89.99. Get $180 in value with quality every time. Two are made in Compton sweatsuit, snapback cap and socks. And a bonus surprise, laying neat on top. The deluxe box is $129.99. You'll get $265 worth of Compton classics gear design. More value, more style, more Compton, more fly. Dress built for the city and hold your head high. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it drop. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box, won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Now, push on over to MICPT.com. Alright, check out the site and choose whatever you might to get the best deals for the best price. Fast shipping to just about any and every way you like. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it dry. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box, won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Stop. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box.
All right, now welcome back to the one and only Tipsy Tuesday podcast with the owner of the Made in Compton Store. Bone, how are you today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. I think we have a very interesting Tipsy Tuesday here, and the commentary is which juice feels like your personality. You want to talk about that?
I would say orange juice.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I'm a morning person, and I'm not too sour, not too bitter. So I would say orange juice. And you know what they say, orange juice is part of the breakfast of champions.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Absolutely, that's cool. Oh, I would say apple juice. I like apple juice because I like apple juice. But you know what? I like grape juice too, man, because it feels hefty, and I like to feel full. So I think I prefer the grape juice. Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna start with. You got to remember to start with a question every time. But yeah, we have an interesting Tipsy Tuesday, and right off top, we know that it's supposed to be a festive time. Maybe fireworks is not allowed some places, but that drink is available. What you got to say about that, Bo?
Oh man, look, I'm hearing so many fireworks right now. 'Cause I guess because Mexico is winning the soccer game right now.
Okay.
So it's like fireworks going off like it's the 4th of July around here.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, cool. Well, we got some fun here. This is definitely by way of Chat GPT, but it's so much fun. Check this out. This is the discussion prompt right now. What in your life has become your strawberry, the thing you always come back to? Think about that while I read this. Strawberry smoothie, about the strawberry smoothie. The story it might tell. Few sentences. I appreciate comfort. So anybody that likes a strawberry smoothie, that's supposed to be the story that it tells. People who gravitate towards strawberry often enjoy familiarity. They may value family traditions, dependable friendships, and experiences that feel warm and welcoming. So, what would be your answer to that question? What in your life has become your strawberry, the thing you always come back to? Besides that, WE.
No, I would say music.
Okay.
You know, Sometimes I stay away from music so long. When I really take time to enjoy some new artists and some new music, it feels almost like a treat that I almost forgot about.
Oh, wow. It echoes some kind of way. All right. Well, let me give you a round of applause for that. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. And so we have a few more, and won't be that long of a podcast. Check this out. Mango smoothies. It says the story it might tell is I enjoy adventure. So here's a discussion prompt. Anybody that's joined the podcast and tonight and in the future, if you need to get some comments. But this is what you think about before I tell the story. When was the last time you tried something completely new? All right. So this story about the mango smoothie says mango lovers may be drawn to new experiences, travel, diverse cultures, and bold flavors. They often like trying something different while still seeking joy. That's about the mango smoothie. So again, the discussion prompt is when was the last time you tried something completely new?
Uh, it's been a while,
Okay.
and I had to say it'd been at least like 10 years, and it was when I tried venison for the first time.
Oh. Did you like it?
It was cool. It was a little different because like me, I always compare stuff to stuff I'm familiar with, so I compared it to beef, and
Mm-hmm.
it tasted a little different from beef.
Oh, got you. You know what I thought you was gonna say is you when you went you went on stage and you were reading the jokes at the Compton Club.
Oh yeah, that was something new, but I don't know what put me in the frame of mind of new food. I guess I like eating.
For real. Okay. Now, what about banana smoothies? The story it might tell I value stability. But before I read that, this one actually doesn't have like one of those discussion questions. This one just goes on. But there are some questions down below here. So, bananas are dependable and versatile. Someone who enjoys banana smoothies might appreciate routine, consistency, and creating a solid foundation for family or work. I'm like, love bananas. Now,
Look, it
blueberry,
made me think about that shake we had from In and Out the other day.
yeah, that was good. Now, and I haven't been there in a long time. All right. What about blueberry smoothie? The story it might tell. I appreciate quiet strength. Blueberries aren't always the loudest flavor, yet they hold their own. This can symbolize people who prefer substance over attention and let their actions speak for them. That's the blueberry smoothie.
Hmm.
hmm And then the green smoothie say the story it might tell. I'm willing to sacrifice comfort for growth. So many people don't initially enjoy green smoothies. Choosing them can symbolize discipline and long-term thinking. And there is a philosophical question about the green smoothies. What areas of
And
life
what's that?
uh-huh. What areas of life require you to choose what's beneficial rather than what's easiest? I would say
Hmm.
food. Now that's food for me. What about you?
I would say finances.
Gotcha. What areas of life require you to choose what's beneficial rather than what's easiest? Deep. Pineapple juice. The story it might tell is I bring energy. Pineapple is bright and refreshing. People drawn to it may enjoy creating positive environments and lifting the mood around them. Pineapple juice. And then mixed
Yeah, it
pineapple.
is refreshing.
What'd you say?
I said it is refreshing.
True. And what do they usually drinks are mixed with pineapple juice?
You say what drinks mixed with it?
Mm-hmm.
I say, surprisingly, apple juice mixed real well with pineapple juice.
Amen. Okay. Wow, that's pretty neat. I thought you was gonna talk about some kind of tequila or something, and you said apple juice. Hey man, so I know who was at the 7-Elevens mixing all the drinks and everything over there. Ooh, apple juice. Now, look, the story it might tell, I appreciate the classics. Apple juice is familiar across generations. It may remind people of childhood, school lunches, grandparents, or family gatherings. And the question here is, what food or drink instantly takes you back to childhood?
I would say fish sticks.
Wow. I was thinking about that pizza. They used to sell. I mean, not used to sell. Lord Jesus, used to put on the tray over there at Kelly Elementary School. I used to love to see that pizza drop on that lunch plate. And lo and behold, then I would later on in life work for Domino's Pizza instead of going to college. Oh my God, for real.
You've been in pursuit of that pizza for a long time.
For real. Lord Jesus. Absolutely. All right. Orange juice. The story might tell. I believe in starting fresh. For many people, orange juice is associated with mornings and new beginnings. It can represent optimism and renewal. Mm. You said orange juice
I
earlier.
totally agree. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and what about watermelon juice? It said the story it might tell. Huh?
Oh no, I was just sniffing
Why?
because my nose was running.
Lord Jesus, if you don't stop it, okay. What's that? What you doing now? Look to the left. What you say? Okay, watermelon altering reminds people of cookouts, reunions, parks, and summer gatherings. It symbolizes community and shared experiences. Oh my goodness. Watermelon juice is better than that ginger juice, huh?
Oh yeah, it tastes way better.
Lord,
Probably just as healthy too.
exactly. Hmm. What about carrot juice? You like carrot juice?
Oh no.
I know you don't like celery, but you don't like carrot juice either. The story it might tell, it said, I think about tomorrow. Carrot juice is often chosen intentionally. It can represent planning ahead, investing in the future, and making decisions based on long term benefits rather than immediate gratification. Hmm. Wow. What about lemon juice? The story it might tell. It says, I've learned to make something positive from life's challenges. So the saying, when life gives you lemons, has become a cultural metaphor for resilience. You know what I mean? Choosing tart flavors can spark conversations about overcoming adversity. But I mean, lemon juice is tart. Most alcohol is tart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's why it's lots of conversation and everything. What we dislike can tell stories too. So it says sometimes our dislikes are just as meaningful as our favorites. So someone who avoids green smoothies might say, I don't I don't like bitter flavors. And then of course that can open a discussion about how our tastes evolve. You know, did you use to like a certain type of fruit when you were younger, or didn't like a fruit when you were younger, or vegetable, and now you like it as an adult one?
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Mm.
I used to couldn't stand it. I used to wonder why my mom and dad used to eat it.
Mm-hmm. And
But
then that.
now that I like it, especially if it's ice cold.
Got you. I see. Yeah, absolutely. So many adults enjoy foods today that they disliked as children. It's true. The broader lesson is that growth often changes our preferences, not just in food, but in relationships, careers, and perspectives. You know what? I just kept on reading because I was thinking, like, I don't know which food I didn't like when I was a child. And then now I like it because it seemed like I liked everything. Oh, do you know the shredded wheat? No, I didn't like the shredded wheat, but I can eat it just because I think about the benefits, the fiber and everything like that. That was one thing, but I could tear it down. That's why I don't know if I'm just blessed because I would be 400 pounds or so. Man, it's amazing. God is great. Whew. So now, what about I put in the chat, the comment area about which juice feels like your personality. Now, here's another question. What smoothie reminds you of your childhood?
Mm, I would say vanilla and orange.
Why? Because of that popsicle?
The, yeah, the sidewalk Sunday.
That was a good one. I would say the strawberry one because I used to like the strawberry shortcake ice cream or the strawberry milkshakes and everything. Okay, so if your life strawberry shortcake and strawberry icing, if your life were blended into a smoothie, what ingredients would represent your journey?
I would say bananas and brownies.
Hmm. You would blend bananas and brownies into a smoothie.
Yeah,
And why is that?
just because it seemed like it'd taste good.
Okay, so the bananas would represent what on your journey? And the brownie would represent what on your journey?
The vanilla, I mean, the bananas will represent strength and endurance, and brownies will represent the good part, the tasty little treat.
Okay, okay. Nice. Now, which flavor represents where you are today? And that could be in, identity, um, growth, memory, that type of thing.
I would say beetroot.
Why?
Because I didn't like it, but now I'm starting to like it because it's good for me.
Oh, nice. That's what I would say about that ginger juice.
Oh no, I can't stand that. That's good for me, but I still take that like medicine.
Okay. Okay. Now, which flavor represents where you hope to be 5 years from now?
Uh, I would say dandelion because dandelion tea, I tasted it, but I
Mm-hmm.
still don't like the way it tastes. But it got so many healing properties. I would say that's where I'm trying to be, where I could start ingesting stuff that I know is good for me, even though it's not good to the palate.
Wow. Nice. That is so admirable. That's why I'll be like, what? What did he say? That was so cool. I had to aspire to that greatness right there. That was deep. That's good. Now let me let you know this approach about these questions and use them as reflections and as we think about eating or drinking healthy. This is Tipsy Tuesday. On this podcast, it's actually lends itself to conversation about identity, of course, how you feel, what you think, the flavors that you like. It also tapped into the memory and growth that you would like. And hopefully, we'll get more comments in the comment area. And so it would also represent community because people can have conversations about different drinks and foods and childhood memories about foods and drinks. So hopefully, this is very interesting for present listeners and listeners in the future. So just want to tell you thank you in advance for your participation. Mm-hmm. Bone, did you hear me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you want to share? Oh, there's comments areas right here. Comments. Ah, shout out to Adamu right there. And I see, oh, you put orange juice there. You answered that earlier. Yes, because I was on a different screen. Nice. And Bone, did you want to share more about Tipsy Tuesday?
Yeah, I would like to try a smoothie with pomegranate because pomegranate got a
Mm,
lot of good healing properties too, and it tastes good. It got a nice tart, refreshing flavor.
okay, got you. Huh, that is true. Now, here's another question. Because people always talk about losing weight, but there's this other thing. What kind of person does this choice help me become when you're choosing a smoothie or juice? Is just something that, as a tip, that we can ask ourselves. So, once again, it's what kind of person does this choice help me become? Instead of,
Health conscious.
yeah, and that's just a suggestion as well. Instead of asking yourself, will this help me lose weight? This is just a suggestive question that we can ask instead. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, just it's about self-care. And there's a philosophical question here. Like, what does choosing to nourish yourself say about how you value yourself? You know?
I would say it says a lot.
Absolutely.
It say you're
Absolutely.
trying to reward your future self right now.
And then sometimes, we just need to be reminded because, when we looking at them German chocolate cakes and things like of that nature, especially on these barbecues and, during these holidays, upcoming holidays as well, we just have to be reminded. And I think, yeah, that would be neat to have, how you have a little bar where people can make smoothies. But usually they, have alcohol, but it would be good to start having, different table where people can juice, some vegetables or, um, because we have generators at the park too, and where the fruits, and so that's just something to think about. But we haven't really thought about that back in the day. hmm What kind of
Mhm.
person does this choice help me become? In essence, that's what we can think of because it'll reinforce identity of someone who values discipline, intention, and longevity. All right. And then thinking about smoothies and juices, there are so many recipes, and the fact that they tell stories as we just went over, that was pretty neat. Or what did you think about that uh, section of today's show?
I think it was real informative. I mean, it explains itself really in a nutshell, but it's still something we need to hear out loud sometime.
Absolutely, absolutely. And because we do know that foods, and beverages, they often serve as a bridge between generations and cultures and that type of thing. So we can always talk about things like family traditions, regional fruits, like we learned about the agave when we was talking about tequila on that other Tipsy Tuesday. We learned about cultural celebrations, generational recipes, community gardens, farmers markets, and all those things. They actually will be, really good to talk about future Tipsy Tuesdays. There's something about a smoothie may not satisfy immediate cravings the way sugary snacks do, but it teaches an important life principle. Small daily investments often produce greater long term rewards. How do you feel when you drink a smoothie? After you drink a
Feel
smoothie?
good. I feel
Mhm.
good because then it really kind of hits some of my sugar cravings, and it's satisfying. And I know I just did something that's good for the body.
Mhm. So, just like how they talk about those endorphins or those, good feelings that make you feel like you're full. It can give you that, what does that, satiety, that feeling of feeling full. But like right here is saying that sometimes that it doesn't satisfy the immediate cravings. But I think because sometimes those smoothies are pretty thick, or the juice, depends on how much you drink, can fill you up just based on that.
Absolutely,
Mm,
totally agree.
So, and also, I was sharing about here, talking about that same philosophy applies to saving money, building a business, reading books, strengthening relationships, and developing new skills. So, all those, when you feel good, you can do better, that type of thing. So, that's true. Also, the philosophy of maintenance. Many people celebrate repairing what's broken, but overlook maintaining what's already working. So here's a question for all of us. Why do we wait until our bodies or cars or relationships are in crises before taking care of them? Hmm. It says smoothies become a metaphor for preventive living rather than reactive living. I said that's deep.
Yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what about this about communities happens around food? Like throughout history, people have gathered around meals, smoothie bars, juice shops, and they become, meeting places, networking spaces, family traditions, creative brainstorming environments, and some people call them think tanks, that type of thing. So healthy drinks can support healthy conversations. I said, get on with it. This is good information. It is good reminders too, I'm sure, for some, a lot of people too. Because there are some people that we know they've been doing been juicing and everything.
Oh
But
yeah, like Mark Mitchell.
yeah, I was just thinking about him. Man, we got to get him on the podcast. Simplicity can be powerful. A smoothie often combines just a handful of ingredients. There's a broader lesson. Oh yeah, and shout out to ingredients at a restaurant. It's so the ambiance there makes you feel full almost already before you even get your food. The hospitality and everything. So shout out to ingredients. There's a broader lesson here when we talk about smoothies. They said life doesn't always require more. Sometimes it requires better. Quality over quantity applies to food, friendships, business, and time. Quality over quantity. Mm-hmm. Did you want to comment or anything right now?
No, I totally agree with that. I'm just listening. I'm like, yeah, nothing wrong with that. That sounds all
All right,
about right to me.
that part. Well, I'm gonna give you a question here, right here, because it's as many philosophical and faith traditions teach that we are caretakers rather than absolute owners of what we have, including our bodies. This perspective encourages asking, am I treating my body as something to preserve for a purpose? Mm. Am I
That's
treating my
deep.
body as something to preserve for a purpose? Ooh, ooh, that makes you want to eat less candy. Lord Jesus.
Man.
Ooh-wee.
And then when it said we caretakers of everything, including our bodies. Wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
deep.
Very deep.
That's
And then
all
there's
another way of looking at it.
right. I was looking at that. Absolutely. So now habits shape society. It says sociologists observe that individual habits repeated across millions of people influence communities. So imagine if more neighborhoods embrace healthier beverages, community gardens, local farmer markets, nutrition education. Personal choices can ripple outward into social norms. So, I mean, maybe like you said up above here in this list, that sometimes life doesn't always require more, sometimes it just requires better. And in this case, I'm looking at it like maybe sometimes we people talk about balance. That used to be a big word, like some time ago. Everybody's talking about this thing, balance and mindfulness and that type of thing. But yeah, sometimes you're not even just even around healthier beverages. But when you do, it's refreshing. So it's just something to think about every night. 'Cause have you had a bottle of water? A lot of people say, I haven't drank water. I probably haven't even drank a bottle of water in 2 days because they drinking, everything else. and including soda as well. So it's just something to remember. So that's why I'm always offering water, because I had to remind myself to drink water. That's why I keep water. But I share the water. So now imagine if more neighborhoods embrace uh again, healthier beverages, community gardens, local farmers markets, nutrition education. Personal choices can ripple outward into social norms. So every now and then, it's like, would you like a bottle of water? Blah blah blah. It's helpful. All right, and the last one, this section talks about drinking with intention. Tipsy Tuesday doesn't have to be about excess. It can be about mindfulness. And that's what this is about today. And just knowing all the time, it's intermittently. One week we talk about smoothies and juices because we know a lot of people do that, and there's a lot of people on the other Tuesday when we talk about liquor. Then there's people that do smoothies and do liquor. So we're just knowing that this is still a business, it's a platform, and we actually cater to the accessory parts. We don't sell any healthy drinks, smoothies, juices, nothing liquid. So, but we do, obviously sell accessories for drinks at the Made in Compton Store, whether it's smoothie, a juice, or a form of liquor. So, but just knowing that whether someone enjoys a smoothie, fresh juice, coffee, tea, or another beverage, it's about consuming something that you like, and sometimes it's better than other, and sometimes we learn about something new, and it's just all about what becomes a habit, what is beneficial to one person or another, because everybody's body don't, react the same. And it's a disclaimer of it. We are not doctors, nurses, none of that kind of stuff. We just sharing this information. At the top of the show, I did say this is in reference to what was provided by ChatGPT, but we can relate. It's relatable information right here, and it's just fun for discussion as well. I mean, people talk about movies every day. We just happen to be talking about smoothies and juices today. And we'll focus on liquor next week. And just to know that, we want to encourage people to, during the holiday time too as well, slow down, reflect, and, at all possible, so you can enjoy everybody and everything and have a good time. So, closing thought here is, maybe the greatest benefit of a smoothie isn't what's inside the cup. Maybe it's the reminder that every day we have another opportunity to make one small decision that reflects the life we're trying to build. One healthy choice may not change your life overnight, but thousands of healthy choices can shape your character, influence your community, and become part of the legacy you leave behind. Just part of it. It's just this podcast, Tipsy Tuesday, and we just want to share information. We're learning at the same time. We're learning about each other also on these podcasts. We work together all day and everything, and it's just another way of communicating. And at the same time, if you are new to the podcast, Tipsy Tuesday, yes, indeed, we appreciate you greatly. And if you can share with a friend, if you have a comment, if you you have a suggestion of what we could talk about in the future, please share, DM us, or come to the store, or call the store. Let us know. If you'd like to be a guest on the store, by all means, call us. And the website is, as you see, been scrolling at the top, MICPT.com. The address and the phone number is located there on the website. Boom.
Yeah, we just trying to raise the psychosocial vibrational energy of the people around us. Positive thoughts, positive intake, positive nutrition.
Nice. Absolutely. All right. So just in case you have another thought, I'm going to just take us to a quick commercial, and we'll come right back so they'll know about the secret deal.
Okay.
Did you ask though? Did you ask about the 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. the secret deal? Don't be moving too fast, though. Walk right in like you already know. Walk in chill like what's the deal? They might smile like it's real. Oh, it's real. No live signs, no big display. But the ones who ask get blessed that day. Try and say why you look fly too. Whole outfit got a vibrant new. Don't be shy. Just ask one time. You might walk out feeling extra fine. Friend Rustus. Wait, you didn't ask? Did you ask though? Don't miss out. 2 p.m., 5 p.m. flow. Every day made it Compton Store. Now you know.
All right there, Boom. I just want to say, just in case people don't know, you have another podcast tomorrow. It's called The Game Ain't Safe, and it airs at 9 p.m.
Oh yeah, the game ain't safe. Trying to help you guide them in the right direction, before they get steered in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So with that in mind, if it's like say any more comments here, then that haven't been addressed right there. Very good. Well, have fun. And until next time, well, the next time we hear or see anybody, people will be talking about 4th of July. Maybe they want to go visit family in another city, state, country. It'd be cool to get some participation in the comments area. Let us know how much fun you had. So come back next Tuesday. Tipsy Tuesday, we are talking about liquor next time. Tell a friend, subscribe to the one and only MICPT Channel 12 Compton on YouTube if you're listening from another platform. We appreciate you. All right, until next time.
Yeah, stop by this Saturday for Legends Are Made in Compton auditions. I know it's the 4th of July and there should be a lot of different people in town. So feel free to stop by the Made in Compton store and let us know what you do, whether it's music, comedy, spoken word, or if you have another talent. Get on stage and show the world your talent. Stop by the MICPT Media Hub.
Absolutely. And sometimes you might want to take a gift to the park for somebody's birthday as well, or you just want to contribute. We definitely do have the following as you see on the picture right there. So that way you can pick up some accessories for the festivities for this weekend. So until next time, everybody have a great time.
Peace.